everyone, and welcome back to us, Proph, the final of Guild Wars Factions. I know, right? I stopped doing Guild Wars for, what? Over a month or two? When we only had like 3 players left. Yeah. Also, we are not going to do Winter Change. Like, Warncry is fine. Except for a few parts which are bullshit. Like the running part. I hate the running part. The Finer's a bit iffy. Oh, and that one Resort fight. That one Resort fight is... that one Resort fight. I hate that one so bad. Anyway, besides that, Warncry is not terrible. However, Winds of Change is... It's just... So the first thing you do is you have to clear out the Ampha. I mean, not the Ampha, the Afflicted. Which basically is... Doing such makes the maps basically so they've been replaced with like criminals and basically winter change versions of things, which makes it harder. So that's one reason not to do it, unless you want the whole maps to be harder when you're going back through exploring and stuff. But another reason is why they're afflicted with bullshit builds. Like, some of them have like Discord way and bullshit like that. Yeah, it's painful. And things you have to do it through like numerous maps too, before you even get to like the actual story stuff. And then there was the fact that the whole story, it went to change. It's basically, they made the character basically start questioning shit. Like, when has our character really questioned shit? Like there's this whole morality thing where we start questioning, why am I making these choices? I should not be doing this. This seems wrong. Like, when has our character ever questioned that? We've murdered things indiscriminately. Technically all for good purposes. We haven't really done that much evil, because, you know, we're heroes. We can't do evil things. Right? But still. Like, it just gets to the point where it's irritating. Like, why are we shouldn't be... Just felt weird. Like, we aren't supposed to have morality in this. Why are we thinking about things? But yeah, like, Winds change just... We're not doing it. It's pain. Anyway, our last 2 missions. Yay. Hi. Sorry we can't pass through here with our proper station. Oh, Tahnnakai Temple, the palace has been overtaken. Master Tower told me that you arrived. I was to escort you into the palace immediately. Okay, I'll go into the palace. Yes, I'm sure I want to go into the palace. So, by the way, Cheryl's whole plan is, I'm going to make myself mortal again. Doesn't that seem a bit stupid? Just say, you can die again if you're mortal. As a spirit, you can't really die again, because you're a spirit. Right. We're just sort of existing.
Lock down the palace! Activate the defenses!
But sir, our men are out there too. They'll be killed.
Don't fool yourself, soldier. Those men are already dead.
Exactly.
And we will be too if you don't do as I tell you.
As you command.
So, should probably be closing those gates. That's better. Meanwhile, you think there'll be more guards over here?
My Emperor! The palace is surrounded and the main hall is under attack. It will not be long before the walls of this chamber are breached. We must take you to safety.
We're surrounded? By whom? Who would attack the royal palace?
He has returned, my Emperor. Shiro Tagachi.
Have you not been paying attention? Oh, by the way, he's just here.
Do your worst.
All in good time, Emperor. All in good time.
So yeah. Yeah, he just spirit hat stored his way over there. Meanwhile, we've apparently arrived despite being there already.
The palace has been breached. The Emperor is within Shiro's grasp.
Oh no.
Flee, my friends. There are more spirit warriors on the horizon. They will arrive at the palace gates within the hour.
Once inside the palace walls, we cannot afford to be caught between two forces. We'll get cut to pieces.
Menlo is right. We will have to split up. Some of you will have to stay here and hold this gate.
Which basically means anyone we're not taking with us, technically. So here's the thing. It's actually a bit beneficial to take some of these people with you. Wait, not these people. My bad. The ones inside, we'll get to that. As you can see, the palace has been breached. It is absolute chaos in there. The Fletchers are spreading their sickness to all within, and Shiro has taken the Emperor. You are our only hope to save the Emperor, and with him Cantha. We will hold the gate at all costs. Defeat Shiro. We have all suffered too much to fail now. Well, since you made it that dire, we might as well. I forgot to talk to people about their stuff. Oh well. Maybe on the next mission. Before the next mission. So here's the thing. I want Tahnnakai. Yep. And I want Zin. Yeah, Zin. That was time for action. Pick me a wise choice. Perhaps I underestimated you, Menlo. Hope you brought your healing hands. Oh my, them healing hands. And talk to Kuvang. Here's the thing, Kuvang's gonna give you Star Servant. It's not that great. The level 25 is a lesser horror, but does things. It's not exactly that great. There are much better abilities, but still. So here's the thing, Master Toga's gonna constantly point this shit out. Or Menlo. Telling there was a way to sneak across the waterway. That's it. A burst from Arco's power should do this way. Why didn't you take Arco with you? Dumbass, you should have brought Arco with us. This section's not that helpful. Well, technically it is, but not that. Elementalists hurt like a bit, but also. I'm not sure if you can get through their face if they're dead, but yeah. The ritualists are a bit bad because they have the ability to resurrect the entire with their spirit skill. Bad. Well, the main problem is he's elementalist. I was just starting. After recharging his I might have lost control because I died. Thanks for being here. A farm weapons go to restoration. They should be already vital. I thought I got right. I did drop a note. As long as I used that already, and still there. This is gonna be pain. Yeah, I don't like those down with. With that rate just to make things so I can't actually, you know. Cart. It's still alive. Okay, this room here is a bit annoying. To be honest, this room is a bit annoying. The thing is, we have these just spawning here for a while. Town good seal those corridors. Why didn't you bring town with? So you're gonna be attacked with multiple directions. But it's not exactly that bad either. So I want to keep focusing. Like, yeah, right. Well, not that worried about right. My family oh yeah, right. Not that concerned. Warriors are more concerned. The warriors and assassins down there. Probably my top concern. Necromancers or meh, well, how about that? But I wasn't even targeting well. Yemeni's alright about it. Yeah. Now I threw some of the stars. Oh wow. And ritualists are just bad because of that restoration. Okay, seriously, why are the warriors not dead? I kill the warriors so I can move on, guys. Seriously, guys. Don't have time to waste, and you guys are wasting time. Okay. So here's the thing. Those are some of the sheriff's lieutenants over there. Nika could go there and murder them all. But also we could just not fight them. I mean, that's an option. We could just not fight them. Well, not all of them. I guess they are coming over here to fight me again. Huh. Oh well. They want to. I guess we can have a lot. Like seriously, why are these things still alive? Seriously? You guys are wasting my time right now. Kill these things fast. Seriously, he's still alive. Oh, there's oh wait, if he's still alive, wait, Richard's probably fine. So this is probably a waste, but oh well. Oh, a black. I forgot to check the timer. Let's see if black dies right off the bat. Oh, still not bad, though. Probably should check how much they are worth. Yeah, I know, the gold. Man, the silver stuff. But we're timed. We gotta keep going. Faster. This fight sucks. God, Elementalist is the worst possible boss for us to deal with. Now let's blow itself up like that. Okay, 5 seconds. We're good. I'm not sure if somebody knows Dawson. Thing is, we don't really need to fight these guys. We took out the boss. So, what is with this lag now? And I have been lagging on and off for days, so I'm not that surprised. Should be. Okay, this here is why we have Sin. Because she makes it such an easy. Danica, you should probably get across the bridge before she blows it up. Or just walk through the veil. Well, I'm sure she'll be fine back though. Okay. And this here is why we brought Danica. Cause this gets grow 2 sections. I feel like we didn't need to deal with. Oh no, we're still being attacked during this cutscene. And now we go this way. Instead. I'm not sure it's better or not. But it is an option. Also, oh god, I just focused on that on the other side of the cage. Terrible. But we need to focus on going this way. Ultimately, we need to just get to the retro spot in this section, but yeah, it's going to take a while. Hopefully we still build the master time. Like, it's not like there's a time to work for everything. Don't really know. Like, all I know is we need to go. And here's what it's going to say. Oh, we sure brought what's-his-face. There were traps in here that were extremely painful. Sure brought some of them. We were able to find stuff down and to drop it down. Why didn't you do that? I am mad. The man was a joke version of this. It's not that great of a skill, it's just annoying because it doesn't delay the skill so long. And they have shadow heads, which is bad because I use heads all the time. You stop that. And then apparently I lost most of my memory, right? Come on, hurry up. We gotta go. Hopefully we should skip these ones here and just focus on the rituals. Are we good to save the traps? But we don't need to. What we need to do is we need to attack the ritual. Come on, start dropping you. Once he's dead. There we go. By the way, the mission's not over yet. I know, right? You thought the mission was over? Nah, we still have work to do. Start dropping them stars. That's what I'm talking about. See that Oni that's attacking us? Why is just an Oni and, you know, compared to the Shuriken Assassin, the Shuriken Warrior, which are the same armor. Why there's an Oni there, I don't know. What I do know is murder that. Okay, probably no. And keep it at it. The Necromancer boss is, well, you'll see. Both here, yep, see there. That gate guard's better than Necromancer boss. And hey, we did it. I'm not sure if the time was 15 or 20, but we got through pretty well. Oh, so... Wait, no, we killed the Necromancer boss already. I don't know why the gate guards of...
Emperor!
Necromancer. Also not even using the Shuriken Necromancer motto at all. Now Togo's gonna do something stupid, by the way.
Brother, no!
That camera angle. Those camera angles. Look at this tree. These camera angles. Like, seriously. Like, it really feels awkward, doesn't it? Not just me. It's supposed to be like he knocked over Toko and then he's taking him to the Imperial Sanctum or something. But the camera angles just didn't really explain anything, though. But remember, he needs royal blood. And Toko is technically the Emperor's half-brother, so...
So, you're of the royal line. You'll do nicely. I have returned!
But you're mortal now. I was hoping his body wasn't going to blink, because that would have made this weird. Okay, so welcome to the Imperial Sanctum. The last mission in Factions. We need to make sure, we need to change a few things. Because here's the thing, menu manager, not going to be useful here. So we want Surveyor. If we really want to be technical about this, we should bring Wire Blow. So to disable that until we need to. Means he's gonna be by now skill but we need to watch. Everyone else should be mostly fine. Let's all make sure she uses that properly. But everyone else should be mostly fine. Okay, now then, I'm gonna go talk to people. And see what their inputs are on. Hi. Where's the child my father used to tell me? Wait, that sounds about the same. Lucas? Lucas has nothing to tell me. Unless there's lag. There might be lag. Lag? I'm sorry? Are you seriously the only one with dialogue with this section? Huh. Weird. Oh well. Apparently. Oh. Yeah. Apparently they're still using the regular Kenning City thing. Joker himself was for his life. Johan so was now honor and use him to complete the ritual. Such as a huge blow to all Terrio. Burn sounds like let grief stop us now, Fairyhill means this. So what did Joe do? Oh yeah, I forgot about doing my recapture missions. Toga's for slaying the spirit of his blood, completed Shio's ritual and he is now mortal. I'm safe to thank you, but my half-brother was lost. So what's happening now? Now Shio is mortal, you must defeat him before his heir wreak havoc upon all Katha. Bad advice? Convine will teach you a skill. Attack Shio for everything you have. Beware, he will try to banish you. He will not try to banish you if you have heroes. If you have henchmen, yeah, he's gonna banish you. And only you, not your henchmen, usually. But anyway, so we're just gonna do this. Because it's simple enough. So, basically what we want to do is we want to go in here, grab our skill. Sadly, it's still not the best skill, but we'll take it. And now then for a bunch of dialogue. Remember friends, Kuvang has offered her help. Speak with her before you continue. Her wisdom and teachers could help keep us alive. Shows he turned by his power must not send us into hiding. We must confront him before he gains more power. I only need to kill you once in the courthouse. Well, apparently I was wrong. Then proceed without me Tahnnakai Temple when I was attempting to bind Raisu. Power secrets will not help you now. Journey across the messenger made you power. We must finish this once for all. For Toko and Kafa. It's just too much words. So anyway. we only have like 5 minutes to defeat Shiro for the master reward. Or maybe even less than that. Maybe it's like 2 minutes. So here's the thing. Shiro is... He used to be such a pain in the ass, but with our heroes we should have this. Just depends on timing. Timing. Because basically, we needed to interrupt it. Matters. Matters is fine. But then he's going to start using both. Battle scar now, so he doesn't have that. Now get rid of his battle scars, and then we need to blast him with negative damage. Get rid of his battle scars. Okay, he should be dead. I'm not sure if I did that in enough time. For masters. I think I did though. Yeah, because you get rid of battle scars so he can't heal himself with impossible odds. Impossible odds makes him do way too much damage because he's hitting all of you for tons of damage. Also, by the way, instead of letting him do the Jade Wind thing again, we made him turn himself into Jade. Because that was the thing. They just showed up conveniently. By the way,
I demand that you release me.
The whole
You
flaunt
are no longer an envoy. You cannot demand anything from us.
Of course I am. You have no power over me.
You are wrong, Shiro.
Denial and disorientation are common among the newly dead.
yeah,
No.
about that.
No, this cannot be.
You are merely a new spirit, lost between the realm of the mortal and the underworld.
You are our charge now.
We have reserved a special place in the underworld for you.
A place you will never escape from.
By the way, they're not sending him to the underworld.
Where you will finally pay for all of your sins.
They're making a stupid mistake too.
I will get you all for this. This is not the end of me.
Probably not.
You are right about that. This is not your end. But you will wish it was.
Yeah, about.
We thank you for your help in capturing Shiro. We will be watching over you, waiting for the day when you will join us in the afterlife. Until then, live a long and fruitful life.
Wait, what are you going to do to Shiro?
Let us worry about Shiro.
We don't have to worry about that. I guess it was under 5 minutes, because we did take longer than 2. Oh well, them. Unless there was 3. I don't really know. But still, it's not that hard so long as you get the timing to stop his frickin' battle scars. Anyway. No. There we go. You're doing well, human. Shield's reign of terror has come to an end. Yay, and people are gonna celebrate us. Yay. But yeah, Shield's whole plan is to make himself mortal again. I know, right? It's not the best plan, because... like, yeah... as a spirit, he technically was a lot more powerful, because... I mean, he literally one-shot all of us during that one place. He literally could bring people back into his army, create a plague, but then he turned mortal, and it's like, well, he died in less than... he died in basically 2 minutes. And because he turned himself mortal again, well, he's no longer envoy because he technically came back to life, so he lost that status. And then he died again, so he's newly dead. So, yeah. Like, his whole plan just is a bit stupid. Anyway, we want to go talk to Sue over here. The world owes you a great debt, very emancipated Osho had succeeded far more than safe to count for weapon chapter 3. When playing a game of greater stakes than you could have imagined, someday perhaps you'll understand the true magnitude of the deeds you performed this day. Cause yeah, I don't know, was that, well, maybe he could have become more powerful while he was alive, but he was pretty powerful as just a spirit, and pretty nerfed as being alive. So he could get your sword, which is a pretty terrible sword. I mean, life drains, and that's the thing. Like, the only real good thing here are these shields. These are really nice shields. Problem is, I don't know what shield I need. I might need strength. I might need tactics. I don't know, and that bothers me. Fuck, I'm taking strength. Cause, here's the thing. They also added scythes. And, I took the spears. Because, you know, they sort of had to eventually. But here's why we didn't choose necromancer things. Because it gives you wands. I don't use wands. Or effigies. Yeah. That's pretty shit. Because this series when greens were sort of new, and they thought, hey, we'll get the player in-game greens that they can get once, unless they buy another one of those Amulet of the Mist things. But yeah, once you get a green. But notice most of them suck. The shield though is probably one of the actual useful ones. But anyway, Hikavang. Short Towers no longer the envoys have taken them to a special place in the underworld, but it's not actually in the underworld. They're just saying that because the place hasn't actually been created in the Guild Wars lore yet until Nightfall. We'll get into that once we do Nightfall. But anyway, so much dialogue. How there you are, fair emancipator. I want to let you know how grateful I am for all that you have done. Can we leave now? Oh, so I could talk to them about things, but that's going to take us forever. Sam, you're being rude. To speak of my mind, Ivana, I'm sure Menlo had a wonderful time visiting with all his friends by the time we headed back to Terrio. I think somebody is jealous. Jealous of who? Oh, I don't know. Perhaps Jemay, or the twins, or Danica, or maybe that nice guard that lets in too. That's enough, Eve. We don't need to fight among ourselves. Besides, Sin is right. It's time we headed home. Well, until we go to Nightfall, that is. Time for us to move on? Yep. I was trying to talk to Divana. By the way, there are so many groups that I end up talking to. Over here is basically your in-game armor. To get back to this, you have to fight Joe again, which thankfully isn't that bad. Probably the most tedious in-game thing now is the prophecies one, which that mission's pain. Because prophecies doesn't really have that scaling, like you're fighting level 24s, you're fighting level 24s. Then on the final mission, everything's level 28. It's like, wait, what? And I guess the same could be said for this one. The last two missions were like that. But now you could get Elite Captain Armor Hill. But this armor's for Assassins and Ritualists. Assassins and Ritualists. They get spatial stuff. They can make a katana that has energy for some reason for 10,000 gold. Don't know why you'd want to. You did it! Yay! All these people here. You saved us. Yay! And now there's more dialogue. Well met, very much better. Many have come from Shinji Island to honor you. We also heard more on Master Tokai with. They would not see me atone for my past. I know that was a disappointment to him. Do not drone such things, Tahnnakai. We have important decisions ahead. We will take Master Toka's place. I could be the youngest to ever hold that position. I'm sure it's what Master Toka would want. People think that I'm always joking. I am not joking. That is the problem. No need to thank me. I know you could not have done it without me. Net group. Nothing? I never started at the monastery. Yeah, some of the dialogue wasn't programmed for that whole people doing things for multiple campaigns. So as you defeat the Latins in the convocation, what happened next? No, Melee. I had help. Very much Vader's though too. Yep, I dare to take you with me. You're too modest, my love. How about you guys? Nothing to really say? Okay. Well, moving on to the next group. Tengu. The Tengu honor your deeds this day, very much. Oh, you have shown my people the nobility and strength of spirit may be found among humans. You guys hope that we may yet know true peace. With this, you will always be welcome among us. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I don't think good things are going to happen to you in 250 years. Well, but at least you'll go behind a wall and not actually come out from behind that wall for, you know... Pretty sure... I have a hunch that the Tengu will probably be involved in the whole Living Story season 4, 5? 5? Yeah. They probably will be involved in that. Just a hunch. Because I know how ArenaNet works. Also, by the way, Tengu. Tengu, Tengu, Tengu. Tengu, Tengu, Tengu. And then... Kurzix. The saints of old have guided you well, Vayo Manchevado. All the cursed people owe you a great debt this day to Vayo Manchevado. Yay. Yay. What's a high? And ask a favor, Vayo Manchevado. Bankers seems to have a lot of respect for you. Your arms and why you hasn't fallen for me. You think you could burn a good wood for me? Not that I need it, of course, but every little bit helps. Thinking that, where is Tahnnakai at? I don't really know. Huh, I don't know actually. Because given not to war, if only I let the curse to aid, we could destroy the Luttons forever. Right, oh, there you are. Hi, Tahnnakai. Thank you for everything you have done for me. I hope that we can use the lessons learned and all the support to last a peace with the Luttons. But you didn't really care for the Luttons. Oh well. Do. And then the Luttons. Their clan, every individual served with a great Lutton motto owes you much. Very much, I don't know before have we seen one with your strength. You are welcome to fight by our side whenever you wish. May you always know that you're in the field of battle. Yay. Wisdom is lost and young. All the champions speak of is immediately declaring war on the cursed. Such nonsense. When you get our strength, lull them to a false sense of security. And then strike. Great. Well, nice to know you have your priorities set. Oh, geez, the people are all over the place here, aren't you? I can't remember if I need to go that way or this way. Probably this way. Yeah, but yeah, this place is entirely too large. It's basically, we're going around the Imperial City. We're just basically going across the walkways and stuff. Yeah, see it down there. Oh god, this section. Cause hey, you know who really helped ill? The Ministry. The Celestial Ministry and all that. Oh, Vader, my friend, it's so good of you to meet with us after succeeding with your mission for the Ministry. Power for the Ministry of Flame, I'm like. Just a moment, Very much Vader was under orders from the Ministry of Earth. Light is clearly the responsibility of the Ministry of Order. My friends, you forgetting paragraph travel subsection D on form 427, which clearly states, I hate you Ministry officials are worthless. Yes, you did nothing against the plague. If it was not for very much better, we would all be dead. I like this one. Yes, we should all applaud the attributes of Fairyman's Vado. Jason, I applaud. Oh man of the people, would you mind spreading the word around? I do not like speaking to peasants. Totally a man of the people. That's great. Bye, Jemai, and you too. Pleased to see you again. This endeavor has brought with it much sorrow. Except for many losses, it's probably good to see my old friend Manler after so long. Speaking of old friends, you should go to Tahnnakai Temple. I believe one there wishes to speak to you. I might do that, actually. It's nice to see Manler again, but I have to admit, I'm happy to see his little blonde friend leave. Perhaps we could take a trip to the Northlands to visit Menlo. His friends and I would get along very well. What do you think? No, not at all. More peasants? Hi. Yes, I'm the hero. Thanks for noticing. Oh. Hey, by the way, here's this is the only place you can get phoenixes. Besides the Station Menagerie. Oh, hi. You saved my beloved campground. For that very much, but I cannot thank you enough. It was also good to see something of the world outside the city. So I serve to strengthen myself to protect the place I love. Same Flame will continue to safeguard camp, but we can always use a helping hand. No, you don't have any more assignments that I want to do. Anyway. Yeah. We're almost to the end. We just need to go all the way over hill. You did it. You saved us all. And this is basically just take our victory lap. Because all we really need to do is stay back here and get armor and stuff. But anyway, might as well go back here and see the Emperor, because we're at the very end now. Hi, Emperor Kisu. Count mourns the loss of a great man this day. Master Togo was beloved by all. His service during the Tenku Wars brought peace to a nation torn by war. Perhaps his greatest accomplishment stands embodied before us. I didn't go to Master Togo's monastery. In our time of greatest need, he brought forth heroes, the likes of which we have never seen before and likely we will never see again. You have done the impossible. You have defeated Shiro. I mean, I could have done it under 2 minutes if I got the timing better. You brought an end to the plague. You have brought peace, however brief, to 2 peoples who have known only war. Yeah, we did do a lot of things. You have saved Kantha. I can add Charlotte Bunny now. And for that, I bow to you. The Emperor himself bowed to us. By the way, time for what was lacking in the end of prophecies and bothered the shit out of me. Because we completed the game. Where are my credits? That's because it bothered me at the end of prophecies that we didn't get credits. We should get credits. We completed the game, so credits. Pretty sure most of these people don't actually work for ArenaNet. Well, or at least not for the Guild Wars 1 project. Which is unfortunate. Michael Bryan, Just Strange, James Finney. And then there was the fact that NC stopped and laid off a lot of people. Hell, before I even joined the Guild too. No Daniel Dursi didn't return that for. Did he return for Guild Wars 2 art? I don't think he did. But yeah, the cards are going to go on for a while. And no, I don't care about the fact that my Windows Defender did not find any threats since the last time. And of course, in the community, Gally Gray. I miss Gally Gray. Wait, does it say the voice actors? I don't remember. Cause, yeah, the voice actors for factions, yeah, it's not as great as some of the others. Of course, I don't think it was listed as, you know, voice actors for who did what. Oh god, we're getting into the NC Soft Interactive. Okay, we can leave now. We can totally leave now. Oh god, the bot's actually opening slightly on the side now. Oh god, this is what happens when you use a bot as an armrest for months. Go figure. Also, it's easier to just travel down. departures are in that district. Well, my bad. Shit, we actually want to go here. One last thing. Storage. Okay, so where was it? Attached strip. Oh, no, that's a Drachma's one. That's a Drachma's one. That's a Tactics one. Yeah, I did make the right choice. So there's Tactics Strength. Tactics Strength. Good. Good. It's almost like I planned it. But then I forgot about it. Don't know how you may say we should go back here. I mean, there is a reason why we should go back here. One of those oversights that most players don't think about doing. Most players probably don't know about this, actually. Because why would you go back to the temple after you've already done the temple unless you're coming back here to clear things out? Exactly, there's like no real reason to come back here, if you think about it, unless you were here to clear out the area. But this section right here is safe. Over sections less. It's very true, Shiro's been defeated. You truly are the heroes of Camphor. A dark day in our history is averted. You will be remembered for the role that you kept very manslaughter. Play. You and all remember the role that you very manslaughter played, keeping that way. See, here's the nice thing is, the game actually addresses the fact that we did that. And we came back and talked to them. And it's updated to address that fact. There are some sections in Alone that I really like because there's just like random NPCs wander around that actually reflect on the fact of where you are in the story progress. Like they'll be talking about stuff that's like if you're at this part of the game. I like that. I like that the game addresses that. A lot of games basically play on the whole fact that like if you go back to a place, it'll be addressing things that happened like way back in the first part of the game. Like there are still some instances where it does that. And of course quests are like that too, but still. I like when games stress the fact that, hey, this is where things are. Also, pretty sure we should change the statue here. Yeah, we should probably change that statue. Because that doesn't really look like Master Togo now, does it? In fact, if we go to the stone path, that even says what we know as Master Togo. Shinjin Monastery versus with the title Defender Catholic during his lifetime, Togo helped improve relations between the campus and the Tengu. Master Shinjin Monastery trained many students whose heroic detail yet to be written. When the betrayer showed Chikachi returned from the mist, Togo worked tirelessly to ensure his plan and prevented success, breaking down the barriers of culture. Togo was responsible for helping to unite the curses of the Latin nations the battle can show, which ultimately led to the betrayer's final defeat. Togo was slain by Showa, defending Emperor Kisu's life. Friend, it is I, Togo. Yes, the place has become my home. Now I have chosen to stay behind like the other heroes still. And then counsel to those captains who have need of it. I'm surprised what you have done, Imperial Sanctum. I knew there was something special when I first met you at the... I was not at the monastery, Togo. That's why I brought you with me to meet at Minister Cho. Didn't really go there. That was before I arrived. And that proved to be the most important decision in Sho's downfall. The very detour nobody found. See, here's the thing. Like, sure, that's a problem still. Is it addresses things like, hey, congratulations, you made it to this, like, I like the fact that they address the fact that you finished the game, or you came back. I don't like the fact that they don't address where you're actually from. Like, there's that problem in Prophecy, well, you're talking to Rurik during that cutscene, it's like, yes, my prince. Like, if you're from factions or Nightfall, you shouldn't really know Prince Rouge. You never met Prince Rouge. That was before you arrived in Tyria. So it shouldn't really be a thing. It's like, who is Prince Rouge to you? But anyway, that's basically what we wanted to do, is just talk to Togo. Because he's here now, instead of, what's his face that used to be Belle. He goes to go around and talk to lower spirits, though. That's the thing. I'm not sure if there is actually any enemies, though. There might be in some sections that we couldn't go to. But anyway, by minute the land resumes, you've done it. No doubt resolve for your berries. To go on such a deed now is great as the diffy of Magadador. Also, if we really want to, we could read their stuff. Because, you know, lore, it's a thing. But yeah, going to all these things is probably a bit tedious. Now, we'll talk to the next one just cause. Then I'm probably going to end the video. Despite my words, I was beginning to think all was lost, you purple one. You honor all the heroes of campus batch for your deeds this day. Yeah, we did good. So anyway. No shit, that's right. So next time, when we actually decide to go back to this, well, next time's actually gonna be, you know, Halloween and all that. But next time when we come back, oh god, spam it in. We have the concert gate, docks. But we also have a mission hill, a mission hill, a mission hill, some exploration hill. We have quite a bit to do in it long enough. But that's a problem for future videos. Because yeah, I'm not just going to sit back to the Lion's Arch, because that's where we can do the quest at for Halloween. But it's going to be a while before we can do that, so yeah. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed, thank you, and have a nice day. Hello everyone. So, I forgot to do something at the end of the last video. So we're gonna make like a bonus video here. Because Factions is done. However, we forgot about the book. Because yeah, the book. Anyway, we arrived at Canning Center to find pockets of plagued citizens, find guards and other occupants around the city. Violent abominations for open packs, killing any unfortunate enough to get caught in the wake. Master Toko, Milo, and I met up just to find the source of the plague. Deep within Vizna Square, we found a spirit bound to the source of the dead trader, Shiro Tagachi, which seemed to be causing the plague to spread. After we neutralized the spirit, Shiro Tagachi himself manifested and struck us down in one fell stroke. Yeah, remember, he did that while in spirit form, compared to being mortal. After Shiro left her corpses lying in the dirt, strange beings called envoys appeared and restored us to life. They told us that Shiro was also an envoy, one who ferries the souls of the dead to the afterlife. But they had been abusing his sacred powers. These envoys did not have the power to stop the traitor, but in exchange for restored life, we all vowed to put an end to Shiro's evil machinations. But when the envoys left, they advised us to become Wen no Su, or closer to the stars, which would help us fight these beings from the spirit realm. To begin this process, Togo sent me to see Nika, descendant of the assassin Vizu, who was instrumental in the battle against the traitor Shiro 200 years earlier in the Horus Temple. Once I proved my worthiness to her, she directed us to Zin Ku Corridor, where I had to fight celestial creatures representing the 4 major human vices. Soon, the Oracle of the Mist did not think I would succeed, but I passed this test, so he sent us to Tahnnakai Temple, where we might gain wisdom and guidance from the spirits of the ancient heroes of Gantha. By the time we reached the Tahnnakai Temple, it was too late. Shiro had already overwhelmed the spirits of the sacred temple. They were bound to do his evil bidding. Only Raisu still resisted the immense power of Shiro's will. Menlo, Toka, and I raced to the temple, freeing the spirits from their bindings. Just barely made it to visit before she was fully consumed by the traitor. Reached this grave for spirit tortoise. The time when she fought Shiro alongside the Lutzen and Kursic heroes, Archimaris and Victor. Further informed us that if we truly wished to turn the tide on Shiro's evil, we would need to gain the cooperation of the Lutzens and Kursits. She was adamant that we would need the power to wield the power. She was adamant that we would need the power to wield the powerful spell of Archimaris and the ability to harness the protection of the Urna of Saint Victor to defeat Shiro. Yeah, so they didn't really help that much, did they? Turn to the land of the curses with bro from Menlo and the Countess Danica Zuhelzer. Brought straight to your and the Countess brought straight to your follower Count Zuhelzer. Period. Count Zuhelzer agreed to let Danica help us retrieve the Urna St. Peter from where it was ensconced in the Cathedral of Zuhelzer. Unfortunately, the protector's cat on the cathedral had launched its failing, and the structure unstable, its inhabitants crazed and unable to recognize their cursed masters. With Danica's guidance, we retrieved the urn and escaped without any serious injury, due in large part to the urn's protective power. It's not like the ceiling kept falling on us or anything. Shortly after our success in Arborstone, Master Toku returned with news of a tournament that could put the spear of Archimaris in our hands. Left immediately for Bor Seabed, where the lesser clans had gathered for the great convocation. Had already presided over each round of the tournament. Those were some of the toughest fights of my life. Were they, though? I don't think they were. But in the end, I defeated the opposing clans and claimed the honor of slaying to Hanuku with the spear of Archimaris. We then battled the great Kraken. I'm more than the destructive power of the ancient spell. Celebrations were short-lived, though. Menlo returned with word of a massive afflicted army marching in Canyon City. Prices safely in hand, we ran back to help turn the tide of the battle. In Xuzhang District, we confronted Shiro again, this time employing the same strategies used to defeat him 200 years ago. Far away through the district, closing the earth, Shiro had created to bind spirits to his army. These spirits were more powerful than the previous ones we had fought, but we prevailed and battled our way to Shiro in the center. When he saw that we possessed the power for ourselves, his mortal enemy, Shiro emerged with his bound spirits intact. We emerged from the skirmish victorious, but Shiro was nowhere to be seen. Therefore, his video again told us that the routes were no longer powerful enough to defeat Shiro. The conflict between the Lutzens and the Kursits had caused the power of the roads to fade. To restore the roads to their former glory, we would have to unite these two warring people. Besides, just split up, Master Togo went back to... But... we left the roads, though. It almost makes it seem like, oh, we're going to use those roads again, but no, we just abandoned those roads, though. To restore the roads to their former glory, we would have to unite these two warring people. We decided to split up. Master Togo went back to the Lutzens and Cavalon, while Menlo returned to the Kursits of Zuhelzer. I decided which to accompany, and I went to both. I befriended the Kursits, and they have opened up and shown me the customs of the people. To better become acquainted with one of their most sacred rituals, I discovered 3 volunteers of the internal grove and stood watch over them as they went through the transformation to juggernauts. Lots of raids attacked the sacred grove during the ritual, but we repelled the attack long enough to keep the transforming juggernaut safe. Then the Lutzens surrendered when a horde of afflicted approached the grove. An amazing thing happened. The Lutzens and Kursits banded together to beat back the afflicted. In this battle proved to both sides that the only way to prevail against Shiro was in poor combined strength. Befriended the Lutzens, and they allowed me to help them recover their giant turtle eggs shown by raiding Kursits. Retrieved the eggs and brought them straight away to the Guylet hatchery, just in time to catch a part of the Lutzens preparing to escort a batch of young turtles to the Leviathan pits. Join them and help fight off more Kursit raiders as we neared the pits. Kursit's attacks intensified, a massive battle raged over the destiny of the baby turtles until a horde of afflicted appeared behind the Kursit lines, caught in the middle. The raiders chose to join forces with the Lutsen defenders and fight back the common enemy. To discovered that lots of the curses defeat the planet and came to realize they must put aside their own differences to have any chance to defeat Sho once and for all. Proph lost the curse of travel with us to the Harvest Temple to seek an alliance with the ancient dragon, Kuvang. Again, Sho beat us to it. Kunavang had gone crazy when Sho's affliction and forced sense of fire. We managed to beat her back into the temple, whereupon Kunavang regained control of herself and stopped attacking. Then force appeared again and revealed Sho's true intentions. Sho had been traveling across the land, corrupting everything in its wake. Desperate attempt to find the components to its spell that would make him flesh once more. Cause that's... I still don't see why that was a good idea, Sho. During the info, Sho now had everything he needs except the blood of a member of the Imperial family. So, for the Imperial powers, I prayed to the gods that we would make it to the powers of time. All Raisu powers was covered in Shokin. The army of spirits bound to Sho as well. Kunavang had provided us with her celestial powers, which didn't really help us that much, which allowed us to wade through the horde of afflicted and Shokin, but not in time. She made to the Imperial Sanctum ahead of us. As we entered, the traitor was poised to spill the blood of Emperor Kisyu, but in a burst of speed, Togo rushed to his row of defense, thrusting his body between Kisyu and Sho's blade. The watch Togo took a fatal blow meant for the Emperor. Orsana says death was profound but brief, for Togo also had Imperial blood coursing through his body, and Togo's death meant we now had to face Sho and power to save all Cantho without the headmaster's wisdom or strength. I must prevail. Our battle with Sho was intense, but with the support of all Cantho, Bro Menlo, and the great dragon Kunavang, we found a way to defeat the ancient foe of the Dragon Empire. Somehow our victory felt somewhat hollow, knowing that the cost was so high. Master Togo was a true hero, Cantho, and will forever be remembered for sacrifice. All Cantho was thrown to mourning for the Emperor's brother. I suppose I could go home and settle down, but this adventure had opened my eyes to new horizons. Decided I would continue my travels and see where they take me. But yeah. But remember, Sho's whole plan was basically, well, I'm going to become mortal again. Yet, you could have made but you were making an army with your spirit powers. Becoming mortal again would get... Well, I didn't really get rid of his spirit powers when he became mortal. But still, that's stupid, and no, we're not doing when's a change. So anyway, now is where you decide, do you want to give this to Lutzens or Kurzix? So yeah, by the way, I read evidence. Copy shows you turn, the perfect place to record the details of your camping trails. Look at. So we gained 4,000 gold, 40,000 SP, 40,000 for another of the cursor points. Boop. Also give me a copy of that. To replace it. Because it lets me know that, hey, I've done that. So the only thing really left is Nightfalls. Which we need to do at some point. Anyway, as for now, I'm going to... Well... going to deposit this gold once I work my way back. Also about that black dye. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with like black dyes at the trader. Because it said like I was going to get 550, but then I went to sell it and it only gave me 1 gold. Like, what? It's like, I don't think that's working right, because if it's sold out, shouldn't the price of black dye be higher? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, why? What the hell happened to the black dye? But anyway, I might... Here's what sucks, though, is I have to basically transfer... I have to basically add this to the end of the last video to transfer that back over to the other competitor, so yeah, that's gonna be fun. But well, till next time.